Baby brain is real, dog. It's real. It's like all of a sudden you be feeling smart and then you get pregnant and you like, wait, I don't feel as smart anymore. Then you have your baby and you like, oh no, I don't feel smart at all. And then, but you still got responsibilities. Remember, guys, at the end of this, this is Benji, guys. Benji, my sweet pumpkin. Why I keep having these black babies with straight hair? Let's talk about that. Let the Snoop do the work. Let the Snoop do the work. You hear that? It's the Snoop at work. You know what I always wonder? Sorry, legit, and then we can get to it. Why don't people in construction make more money? Because here's the thing. Construction is hard, mathematically. Like, you have to get it right or it all goes kaput. So, if you have to get all that geometry and trigonometry right, then you're brilliant. Because you can actually do it with your hands. And if you can do that, why don't you make millions of dollars? Anyway, okay, I'm ready.
Okay, well now your shirt is messed up.
Oh, crap. Hey guys, it's Janice Gaines, and this is another episode / edition of Backstage Bonus. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe at the end of this video so that you can know when I do some more. Awesome, let's get started. This is one of my first videos as a mommy of 2. Yeah, and life is good. Life is less rested right now, but it's good. I kind of wanted to update you on what it's like being a mommy of 2. As you can hear, it's different. This is Benji, guys. Benji, my sweet pumpkin. Oh, honey. I mean, it's the same and it's different. It's the same, it's different. It's the same and it's different. You know, lots of new things. And we're about to get into the nitty gritty. So Benjis Birth was less eventful than Gabriels Birth as far as drama and fear and scary moments. It was a scheduled C-section. The only problem was he came before scheduled, see. So what had happened was I was trying to get everything done before he got here because I thought I have more control over my schedule in pregnancy than I do with a newborn. So, you know, I was probably out here in these streets doing too much now that I look back. But he was scheduled on a Monday. He came that Wednesday. No, he came that Thursday before. Thursday morning, early at 1:30 a.m. Because Wednesday, I was like, I gotta get these freezer meals popping. and he co-signed, because I was making beef stew. We now call it bring the baby beef stew because by the end of that beef stew, and it was just beef stew in an Instant Pot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't like going all crazy or nothing. But by the end of that beef stew, I was full-fledged in contractions. And by the end of that night, I was on my hands and knees from the pain and having to go into the hospital. So much so that I've heard that when Eric and I left the house, EJ and I left the house, Gaby was like, whew, glad they're gone. Because I was in so much pain and it was stressing him out because I had planned everything but being in pain in front of Gabriel because I thought, I'm going in for a C-section. This is, you know, this is a dream. No, I went into full-fledged contractions and they were quite painful. But we got there, and because the contractions were so intense, and also it was a full moon, so it wasn't just the beef stew, I would like to say. There were several of us women on the floor who came in unexpectedly, probably like 5 or 6. And I think it has to do with the full moon. Listen, some people think it's an old wives' tale, but my thing is, if the moon is strong enough, the gravitational pull is strong enough to pull the ocean, the tide, surely it can pull amniotic fluid. And so we went into labor that night. 5 of us who had not yet planned to be in labor. Contractions were so bad, they were like, let's just get you on back. And yeah, everything went well. Benji came and was precious and perfect. Gaby came to the hospital to visit us. I don't know if you've seen the video about our welcome video for Benji, but it's on my Instagram. You can see it, and on my Facebook. And now it's on YouTube as well, so you can check it out. Just leading up to the birth of Benji and finally seeing his sweet little pictures. So that was it pretty much. My blood pressure was still high this time, but I did not have preeclampsia, and Benji was fine the whole time. So that's why it was less eventful than with Gabriel, and I was super grateful for that. Super grateful just for a healthy baby and to come out, you know, now healthy mom, blood pressure back to normal, but it took a while. Childbirth is something else. If there's a woman who's a mother of your kids, just love on her, okay? Because she's been close to heaven, you understand? Just by giving birth. It's crazy. So it was an easier time and just so rewarding. I mean, once you see your baby, just like, it's a dream. Benji is different from Gabe, and we can already see it. He was different in the womb, so we knew that. He moved more. Like he's, you know, I go to try to nurse him and he's got his hand in the way, like he knows what to do. Like, bruh, I got it. You're 2 weeks old, you're 4 weeks old, let me do it for you. But also, he's actually excited to be put down as well. Gabriel never let us put him down, ever. Even to this day, unless he wants to play, he wants to be cuddled up. Benji, not so much, you know. He's like, yeah, I'm cool, let's hug and I'm out of here. So it's interesting to see the difference. He loves to hear Gabriel talking. If Gabriel's in the room, Benji is alert and ready to play, ready to listen, ready to watch. He loves his big brother. He's pretty fun and funny in that sense, and not wanting to be cuddled and wanting to be left alone. But we'll see. We'll see how it shapes up. I might need a plantain chip to talk about juggling.
Get your chip. It's fine.
It's just need snacks. That was a bad idea because I don't have water. Juggling 2 kids is just difficult. People say 1 + 1 in children does not equal 2. It's not addition. And I would say it's multiplication, but you know, with a 1 and a 1, it's not. And as a former math teacher, I cannot do it. I cannot play that game. I will say that is the most difficult part, is meeting the needs of both kids. One whose world has just been turned upside down. Like Gabriel has been the center of our attention for his almost 3 years. Benji was born 3 weeks before Gaby turned 3. So, you know, Gabriel is having a time. He loves the fact that he has a brother, but he doesn't love the fact that we have another son. So, you know, we're juggling that. And then Benji is a newborn who needs everything done for him. And it's not yet on the schedule. So where everything had kind of settled into some sort of predictability, back at square one with that thing. We're back at square one with that thing. And that is hard. But it's not impossible. And seeing the grace of the Lord in it. But yeah, I'll say it this way. It's like I plan to do something and I actually may not get to finish that until 3 hours later, because that's actually when both of their needs are met and they're quiet and they're napping or they're doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that's difficult. But, you know, we will grow into the next season, and newborn season doesn't last forever. But it is real. That lack of predictability, lack of being able to schedule, that ain't easy. Several people said that, hey, your baby has basic needs that they need met. Feed, you know, of course, clothe, change the diaper, put them down to sleep, burp them. That's what they need. And many people can do that, that you trust. But your toddler needs you. So if it's a difference between your toddler needing your attention and your baby needing something in that moment that somebody else can do for them, give your toddler the attention. And that's probably been really helpful for me, and just caring for Gabriel's heart as we go through this. Because my goal, honestly, is to make it so that in several years, and when he becomes an adult, he realizes, oh, our parents gave us the best gift possible, and that's siblings. Because that's how I feel. My brothers and sisters are my favorite people in this world. Like, I mean, they're just the coolest people in the world to me. And you know you got your brothers and sisters, or you should. And that's the kind of relationship that I want to foster for Gaby and for Benji. So in that process, I have to make sure that he doesn't feel like, well, I can't control his feelings. He's going to feel it, but that he doesn't internalize that his world was horrible after Benji came, or his parents just ignored him. We don't want to do that. So I've gone on a date with him, which is really special because since I'm nursing Benji, it's actually really hard to get away. But we had a good 30 minutes down the street, got him some chocolate milk and some snacks that he loves. And so I think he felt like he was on a real good date. But that's just what we're trying to do, and, you know, keep things up that we've been doing, like his nighttime ritual or scone Sunday with his dad. Just keep that stuff up so that he knows, like, you are still important. We still love you with everything that we have. And if we cannot engage you in one moment the way we normally would, because things are different, it cannot fake like it has not changed. But if we can't engage with you or have the conversation that you want to have at this moment, it doesn't mean that we don't love you. And God bless the people making Daniel Tiger, because when I tell you, I'll be like, there's room for you and baby too. I be singing all the songs. What is it? When a baby makes things different, find a way to make things fun. It's like, yes, Daniel Tiger, they got a song for everything. So if you're a parent of multiples and you have not gotten that young PBS subscription, do it, because Daniel Tiger will bless your life in every transition. I'm here to tell you, they've done it for us. They've done it for us. And somehow when you sing the song to the kid, they accept it like, true. But I said it. No, but when you sing it, like from Daniel Tiger, they believe it. So that's how we've been doing it. A healthy and happy family that hopes in the Lord. It sounds cliche, but I was just praying the other night and the Lord was reminding me the best gift and the only real treasure you have to give to your kids in this life is the gospel. And so there are going to be days when I have less patience. And in those days, I have to apply the gospel for myself in front of my kids so that they see that the gospel works. I think for me, becoming a mom of two has meant that I am faced with every day that I am one person and they are two people with needs. And being here with them means that somebody's not going to get something at some point, because they're going to have needs at the same time and only one can be met. And sometimes I can maybe meet their needs and not my own. And the reality is I am to be leaning on Jesus every day so that that's what will be modeled for them. Not that I was a perfect mom, not that I did everything right or showed up every time the way they needed me to, but really that I relied on Jesus to do everything that I did. And so that's the hope I have for my family ultimately, and just that shows up in every phase of life. And then, you know, like breaking it down into more practical things, I really want Gaby and Benji to be best friends. Like, I think they're going to be best friends. My older brother and I, it was just us for about 10 years of my life, 14 years of his. And we were like the best of friends. And so when other siblings came, that got passed to them. EJ and his older brother, Greg, best friends. And I just think, in my mind, I don't know siblings that aren't best friends like that. I don't get it because I don't have that experience. And so that's what I hope for the two of them, that they can grow up depending on one another and watching us model living out the gospel for them, but honestly building such a relationship that once we're gone, they can lean on each other, period. So if you've got any suggestions about how to be a mom of multiples and do it well, make sure you comment in the comment section. Let me know. Oh, it's upsetting. Oh.